Hey, fellow model builders. I'm back at the bench just for the weekend. It's my birthday weekend, and since I'm not on lockdown, I only have this weekend to build. So I am about to build this, and I'm going to call it a monstrosity because the kit seems to be just as pretty bad as it was as when I was a kid. I've built it before, and just on a whim, I stopped off at Ollie's in Florida, and I picked this up on clearance for $5.99. But before we get to that, I'm going to show you the outcome of me building the fuzz duster. Okay? And I was fairly impressed with it. Of course, there were issues, but it was still a fun build. And there she is. My backstory on this, because I always have a backstory, is kid got it from his dad, his uncle, and he decided to restore it and actually give this engine some beef. So I had leftover Krager SS's, so I used them. This kit came with the same ugly honeycomb rims that is with the 75 Dart Sport, and it also came with the really nice Mopar Steely mags, okay, but I didn't want to use them. This Plymouth decal is from the decals that were with the 69 Barracuda. So, the decal on the side where it said Baccaruda, that's where I got that from. In the back here, I don't know if you can see it with the glare of the light. I put that, come on baby, focus on me. I put that Plymouth license plate there. I decided to go with this spoiler because the spoiler actually says Plymouth on it. The decals, the print were off on it. That's supposed to say Roadrunner on there, okay? I went with painting the T-tops, and I custom painted those seats. And the color here is supposed to be Italian red. It's a tester's can. Here is the engine bay. Now I don't think it's anything I did, but I had to cut the intake pipe off of the air cleaner because it was propping up the hood. At least how I installed it, and I think I installed it correctly. Engine sits at a pretty severe angle, so I had to cut that, I call it a snorkel, off. So anyway, that's that one. I had fun building this thing. Yes, there were issues getting it to body to go onto the chassis, but all in all, it came out pretty nice. And I had a pretty happy mistake when I painted the interior black. I had tape over, and it wound up actually painting my sills for me. I thought that was pretty cool. I was happy about that. Now, to get with this one here, I'm building this as a daily user, and it's not going to be a pretty car. It's going to have dull paint. I have these swatches of cloth that I'm going to cut as if they're protecting one's butt from the rips in the seat. So, and I have since found on eBay sheets of plaid decals that you could use for your seats. I'm not going to do too much for it, but I did go ahead and buy these gauges off of eBay. I've bought many gauges from that seller right there, and even comes with a card, and I'm going to plug them because these are not decals. You have to cut them and glue them down with white glue, and I'm very happy with them. This is probably my 8th set, so you got to be really good with the knife and have patience. Now to this, molded in orange, as you can tell, and the body ain't that bad. Typical old school. There's suggested details in there, but here's the one that really got me. I do not recall this section on the rear, and you can actually see the stress brake on it. That this chassis might be used for another kit. I don't know what it is, but right here and down here are supposed to be recessed screw holes, because the instructions even show you that there are supposed to be screws used, but yet no screw holes. So out of my, I think, judging by the color, these are from the Opel GT. Don't know what the hell these are, but they're going to serve as spacers. Yeah, so I expect this to be kind of an issue, but I'm not going in there with pessimism. But yeah, this is just going to be a quick weekend build. I'm going to go with this Tamiya dark green. I painted my 69 Barracuda with it and that International Scout. It's going to have black interior. So today I'm just going to prime and leave it alone. Priming the interior and stuff, and the vinyl parts I'm going to go ahead and blast it with some gloss clear and see how it goes. I am looking forward to this build. I don't expect it to be a work of art, but I'm still going to have a hell of a lot of fun. I'm going to make this up as I go along, but those are my plans that I came up with the other day. I hope everybody's doing well, and I hope this stupid little corona scare doesn't affect yous. I think this will blow over probably in about 3 weeks. We'll see what happens. I'm hoping for the best. Everybody, happy building. I hope you all have a great stash and enjoy. I'm looking forward to see what you all got.